Hey guys, Jonah here. Another beer review time, and yeah, we're gonna do another one from the Beer Awards, the Ferment magazine from this year, and it's on the opposite page to the White Hag from yesterday. We are doing the Avaans, and they have won the Heritage Beer Award, and I'm assuming with this beer. I don't think it actually names the beer, but it's a dark beer and this is a dark beer today, definitely. It is the Avaans Schwarzbier. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 4%. Oh my god, I wish it was still 4 o'clock. It's dark here. And if this will focus, it says brewed by William Brothers in Scotland, obviously. Um, the can art is proper trippy. It is old school kind of. Look at that. I mean, what would you say? What artist would you say that was? It's obviously a modern artist copying an older artist. But I think that's proper, like old school. You would see a can of this beer hanging up in the Tate Modern, I believe. Um, yeah, I kind of like stuff like that. But I would not pay millions and millions of pounds for it, definitely. And yeah, I've got a bit of a bike theme going on. I got my Chopper's hat on, and I've got my BSA t-shirt. Unless you're into pre-First World War British guns, because BSA, British Small Arms, but they make bikes, or they used to make. I don't know if they exist anymore, but they're definitely old school. Wow, got a frog in my throat as well. And that one, dear viewer, is for you for free. Now, the other thing I have my handy um, bandana here because this is a little bit taut, shall I say, and yeah, I thought, should I put it in the fridge? It's a lager, but it's a dark beer as well. And Schwarzbier is a very traditional German beer. Basically, like I said earlier on, it's a dark lager. So I'm hoping this won't explode, but we shall see what happens. So I'm no, nothing at all. I need not have worried, dear viewer. I feel I feel bad about telling you about my bandana. Anyway, here we have my nice glass as usual. Now, this is a dark beer, but it's very light apparently. It's a lager tasting dark beer. And dark lager, we don't get that much in the UK, but it's a very traditional beer over in Germany. Finger's head, bang on, just off cream coloured white head, and obviously a really dark beer, little red hue. And I have to say, from me looking at it at you and the lights, which are behind you, dear viewer, I can definitely see a reddish hue, a copper, kind of a really dark copper colour to this beer. Right, so let's split that open a bit, and then a cheesy grin for you, dear viewer. Mmm, roasty. So nice. I've got a little bit of propaganda from Beer 52 on my laptop, so I'm going to read you that. In fact, why don't you look at the label one more time? There we go. Schwarzbier at 4%. It says it's a quick turnaround ale modelled after a traditional Schwarzbier. Malt forward nose, hint of roastiness, dark colour, high carbonation, which will leave a lively palate, fresh and smooth and drinkable. And the hops here are Hallertau, and nothing special in the malt. It's just malted barley and some roast barley, and that's it. Really nice and simple. So we're getting a real nice roasty kind of thing. Not a coffee roast on the nose anyway, but it's that barley kind of gnarly sort of brown bread, the real dark brown bread, almost a bit like a rye kind of aroma, with maybe a touch of yeast as well. Um, but look at that. I don't know about you, but if I got a lager with a lovely head like that, I would drink lager more often. But as it is, I don't drink that much lager. Cheers and beers, Prost, all of that kind of good stuff. Happy Christmas, dear viewer. If you haven't done so already, think about clicking like and subscribe to the channel. Wow. So, comparing this to the porter that I had the other day, in these kind of more ancient styles, they leave the beer a little bit sweeter. Um, it's not a dry finish, and hence the bitterness of the dark roasty things that are in this beer don't hit so hard. They don't have so much astringency because you have a little bit of residual sugar, um, which takes the edge off things. So it depends if you like your drinks really dry, really astringent, really like mouth puckering. I wasn't ready for yesterday's beer. This one though is a dark beer that kind of cuddles you in the wee hours. It spoons you. Um, oi, oi! I know where your head went to, you filthy people. No, not that kind of spoon. Like a hug, a caress, a warm blanket over the top of you. Um, Really, really nice stuff. The finish, I would say, is reasonably long, um, and it's just roasty, roasty, roasty all the way, but a nice mellow roasty. I'm not really getting much coffee out of here. I'm not really getting much chocolate. This is just pure roasted, sort of dark, bready kind of thing going on. Really, really nice with a little bit of sweetness. Let's go in for some more. Wow, it's silky smooth as well. Um, for me, lagers are quite dry finishing, and because of the carbonation level, you cannot really. Well, I personally can't drink a lager really, really super quick. This slides down really, really easily, and at 4%, you can have a few of these, and then run home from your friend's house, from the pub, or wherever you may be. We even have a nice thick tide line kind of thing. Or in fact, perhaps it's a guy riding on a very long horse, or maybe it's a guy riding a sort of oriental dragon, um, that type of thing. Look, he's even got the dragon's even got his kind of mouth open and his snout down. What can I say? Mm, oh, lovely. I was going to swear, dear viewer, sorry. I shouldn't swear. I do swear sometimes on these videos. I never mean anything by it. You understand. That is just really, really gorgeous. And I'm glad I didn't put it in the fridge, because at room temperature, which you probably wouldn't want to do with the lager, but for something like this, it makes it even more fantastic. And I really like my dark beers, especially so at this time of year. Oh, there's that carbonation that's trapped inside. Lovely, lovely beer. Let's finish this off, and you guys can get on your way. Whoa. Another line down there, a big thick one, big thick creamy line, and then on the back all sorts of psychedelia going on there. Absolutely crazy amount of frosting, and that's really cool considering it's literally just two different types of barley. um, a malted barley, and then a bit of roasted barley for that dark colour. Probably not too much. Doesn't actually say what the malted barley is, but it's going to be some sort of German form. Well, I hope it is. It was brewed in Scotland, for goddamn sake. We've just gone over the 10-minute mark. Guys, we're going to leave it as a short one today. But if you can find these beers, Avaans, and especially their Schwarzbier, I would definitely recommend that one. Really, really nice beer. Guys, until next time, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, drink some lovely beer.